Welcome to Netiqo Framework. Netiqo is a free micro framework for .NET that helps you build fast, lightweight, and self-hosted web servers. It supports routing, HTTPS, static files, and more, all in a modular and streamlined way. If you're a developer looking for an alternative to ASP.NET or a business interested in faster, more maintainable web services, Netiqo offers a modern and flexible solution. In this video, I'll show you how to install Netiqo, set up your first project, and create a working example step by step. Let's start by opening Visual Studio. Create a new empty project or use an existing one, as long as it's a .NET application. Go to the NuGet Package Manager. You can find it by right-clicking on the project and selecting Manage NuGet Packages. In the Browse tab, search for Netiqo Framework. Select the package, click Install, then confirm by clicking Apply and Accept. Netiqo will now be added to your project, ready to use. If you want to explore more about what the framework includes, you can visit netiqoframework.com. Now let's go to the program.cs file. Here we'll set up the server using the Netiqo host class. First, import the Netiqo namespace at the top of your file. Then create a new host object. You'll need to specify two parameters: the IP address and the port where your server will run. If you don't know your IP, you can use Netiqo's built-in device class to retrieve it automatically. This is especially useful when developing on a local network or using DHCP. You can also define an HTTPS certificate by specifying its path and password. This step is optional but recommended for testing secure endpoints. Make sure to check the documentation or the FAQ on our website if you need help creating a test certificate. Since we're launching an asynchronous web server, we need to make the main method asynchronous. Change the method signature to async task main, and don't forget to adjust the project settings if needed. Now call the host.startAsync method to launch the server. This method will block until the server is stopped manually or an error occurs. At this point, your server is technically running, but we haven't registered any routes yet. Let's register a simple route using Netiqo. The register route method allows you to define a path and a handler for incoming HTTP requests. We'll create a route for the homepage. The route object takes a path, the accepted HTTP methods, and a response handler. In this example, we will set the handler to return an HTML string so we can display the website. Of course, you can expand this to load files, serve APIs, or integrate with databases. Now it's time to run the server. Click on Run Without Debugging, and make sure that AOT ahead of time compilation is disabled if you're using it. If Windows Firewall prompts you, click Allow Access to enable the server. Then open your browser and go to the IP and port you specified earlier, something like http://19.2.168.x.x:8080. You should now see the page served by Netiqo, live and accessible on your local network. Congratulations! You've just created your first self-hosted web server using Netiqo Framework. In the next videos, we'll explore advanced features like routing APIs, serving static content, handling middleware, and deploying your app. To learn more, visit netiqoframework.com for full documentation, examples, and community support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have questions or feedback. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.